Good afternoon everybody. Guess where I am today? Can you guess? Bit of a clue there really, isn't there? This is a place called Les Loups de Chabrière, and it was a day trip with Wendy. Only well, not quite a couple of hours from home. She's been banging on about going to see wolves for weeks and weeks on end, and today was the day. Unfortunately, when she got out of bed this morning, being the Gemini that she is, she decided she wasn't going. For no better reason than it's 2 hours there and 2 hours back. Which she knew because she's been looking at the website, as you've seen on Facebook, for donkeys. However, she decided she wasn't coming. Here we are then, inside the place. This is the place where you come in and pay your €9 and you get a very nice pamphlet which tells you where everything is when you're walking around. And look, there's the planetarium. It didn't take much finding, did it? Anyway, there's a nice wooden chainsaw carving of a wolf. Good that, isn't it? It's a Chad done it. That's cute, isn't it? Look at the horns on that. Number 11,001. 11,001. Nice, isn't it? Just found out what an Angora looks like. Not exactly wildlife, you see, so I'm not good on farm animals. Finest cock I've seen in ages. These things here, these are the black sheep of Brittany. I bet there's a few... Shut up, I bet there's a few black sheep in Brittany, don't you? Oh, cuties, babies. Cuties, babies. Mum's not very happy, is she? Not a bit of a gob on her, that one. Oh, hello. Turned round and there's another one here. Hello, goat. Yeah, a cute thing, aren't you? Don't know what your name is. I know what your number is. 8007. You are cute. You're used to being fed, aren't you? Yeah. Don't chew me finger. Don't chew me finger. There we go. Yep, mate's coming to join and think, aye, food, food. Oh, bugger out. Oh, bugger, he's English. He'll have no food. He'll have eaten it all himself. I think it's fairly obvious who the boss goat is. It'll be that one there then. Guarding. They're good pygmy goats, aren't they? I mean, got to be said, these are more dwarf than pygmies, because they aren't that small. If I had a farmstead, I could live with these. They'd be great fun. Charging around the place all day, stinking to high heaven, eating everything in sight, trying to escape, ruining your neighbour's potages. I bet they're great fun. Absolutely great fun. Look what else I found. Besides a family with 2 small kids who were great fun. The little boy there, who's been led away by his dad. You see this wall here, and see that pig there. Little boy decided he was going to go in there and give it a stroke. Great fun. Dad went absolutely berserk. Now, here we are. This is the 3rd wolf viewing palisade. And, well, that's where they live. Looks pretty wild and natural, doesn't it? Even though they are enclosed. Looks pretty good. Well set up. Quite impressed so far. Because, you know, you come to something like a bit of a zoo or something like that, and it's a bit, oh dear. But this is actually very well set up. I'd have been proud of doing this myself. It's wild. Yeah, of course they're blocked in. Of course they've only got a certain distance they can roam, but you know, if you're going to do it right. And this is pretty well done. However, one assumes that there are actually some wolves here, because so far I haven't seen one. I'll keep looking. Hello. Andrew's found a wolf pack. Here they all are, and they're coming towards me. There's a quad just coming down, and it's obviously the keepers, and the wolves know what the keepers have got, one assumes. Here they all come. Well, it's not a quad, it's a John Deere Gator. There you go. Wolves. Right, I'm turning you off because I'm concentrating now. Well, I'm going to record this because there's nobody else here, so These guys don't mind, very friendly people. This is interesting, isn't it? They're going to back this gator up with all that food on. And it's pretty clear that the wolves are submissive to the staff. Look at that, backing off it. Hey, amazing, just me here to see this. Well, well. Well, well. Now, as you can see, the whole wolf pack has disappeared, except for just the alpha female and the alpha male. And they're tucking into that side of that rib of beef. And nothing, all the other wolves have backed off. They're all scattered around this bit of woodland. They're all watching what's going on, but they're keeping well out of the way. While the two alphas fill the bellies. There's a really cute one. Can you see that cute one on the rock? It probably won't focus at this distance, but I'll try it. Try and zoom in on it. There's a really cute looking one over there on that rock. It's much lighter coloured than the others and looks to be a bit bigger. Anyway, like I said, alpha male, alpha female. And when they're finished, no doubt the rest will be allowed in. Just missed it, just had some action. The keepers, park staff, call them what you will, they're just leaving through the double cage there. And as you can see, as soon as they left, the two alphas allowed the rest in to feed. And at the moment, we've got them feeding there, but the rest of them, the less important pack members, running around chasing each other, growling, snarling, spitting, doing what they do, sorting out the pecking order for the grub. Marvellous. Not good this camera for focusing at distance, is it? Anyway, there you go. There's about a dozen there, ripping them carcasses to shreds. You've seen it, wouldn't you? You can't see it now. You can. There's a stream runs through this, and the alpha male and alpha female between them have just taken a whole side of beef and dragged it down into the valley. And they're the ones in the distance eating. You obviously didn't want the rest of the pack to share the grub. 10 minutes further on, and what's happened is since these kids have arrived, the coach trip of kids, lovely though they are, and you can see what's happened. The wolves are dragging the meat further and further away from the disturbance. They're all taking it into the valley now, like the alphas did. A bit further on, and I've just found the Vito character in the pack. Can you see him there, laid with his back to you? Yeah, I'll try and zoom in, it'll go out of focus, but there he is. Laid out, going to sleep. There he is. Well, the rest are munching. That's the equivalent of Vito in our house. The guardian. He'll get his grub, but I'll make sure he gets his grub. It's the largest wolf I've seen so far. It's the most attentive, and its job is to guard the pack while they're all eating. And like I said, he'll get his grub later. I've come here, look, and found another, just laid there, watching what it's doing nothing in particular. That's obviously an omega, which is the lowest of the pack. There he goes. He's moving. There's a wolf coming towards him or her. That's why he's got up, or she's got up. It's a she. And look, they're all facing her off. So the lowest pack member has to wait until the rest are finished. Kicking off. It's kicking off. I have absolutely no idea why that started. I've been stood here watching them, and suddenly one set off and they're all at it. Hi pup. There you go. I think these are Californians. I think that's what they are. They're white, aren't they? This looks like a German Shepherd really. Here we go. They're all coming to have a look at me. No, they're all running away again. That's the grey wolf pack. They kicked off again. And there's another pack in a separate pen. They've kicked off too. You see them on the horizon through the mist. And then it goes quiet again. There's some more. These seem to be a lot quieter. Quieter as in more settled, not as much pack activity going on. I don't leave it just because I've turned up. Alright, mate's coming to have a look. Shame about this fence really, isn't it? Buggering the focus up a bit, but hey, there you go. There's a lot of wolves here. There's an awful lot of wolves here. There's another one coming to have a look. What are you doing? You brought some food for me? Oh, it's a puppy. It's a puppy wolf. Hello, puppy wolf. Aren't you cute? I know someone who'd love to have you at home. Oh yes. Tell you what, if you had a bit of shepherding, I'd take you home as well. He said no, I could train you. Wow, puppy. There we go. Pup's coming back to see me again. Somebody's got a sneeze. Tish. Tish where? Puppy's come back again. Curious, aren't they? Typical dog. Well, sneezing's knocked. I'm going back to have another munch on a bone. No what's happening here. This puppy loves me. Don't you? Take me home. Please take me home. Go on, take me home. Sorry, couldn't resist it. One last look at the puppies before I go. Had his feed, afternoon nap. Here comes the other one. Yeah. Sorry. Nah, nothing for you. Can't take you home. Ah, it's only me. It's only me. Ah. Oh. Lovely, aren't they? Yep. Right, it's hammering down with rain now. Hope you don't mind me filming in here. This is the sort of art gallery museum thing. And talking about the way different civilizations have viewed the wolf through the ages. So, obviously, starts with ancient Egypt, like Copolis and all that. Sorry, I couldn't resist it. I've got to come back and show you this again. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Le loup ne fut pas longtemps à arriver à la maison de la mère Grand. Il heurte.
It is the story of Little Red Riding Hood, but with a twist.
Le petit chaperon rouge, dit le loup en contrefaisant sa voix.
Oh dear, dear, dear.
Une galette et un petit pot de beurre.
You can probably hear in the background that the sexual initiation of Little Red Riding Hood that I turned off is still going on in the background. It's a bit iffy, that one. Anyway, but just along the way is a rather nice sculpture of Mowgli. Mowgli, of course, from Kipling and Wolf Boy and all that. It's quite nice, that. I'm in the bit now that's talking about the returning wolves to the wild in France, and I've come across this map and I'm finding it a bit weird because it's talking about the populations of each enclave of Canis lupus throughout Western Europe, and there's a bit of a thing here that tells you how many there are in each country, which is a bit weird really, because Romania is not mentioned, and there's more wolves in Romania than there are anywhere else in Europe, which is a bit odd really. Oh well, this proves you can't believe everything you see in black and white. Suisse. Un loup. Oh oui. That'd be interesting. Trying to find it. That's a telescope. Astronomical telescope. And it's used regularly. And I found it on the web. But I can't find out anywhere at all any information about when it's being used. Yet it is a public facility. It's used by the universities. It's used by amateur people who gather together and come and look at things. Yet nobody seems to want to tell you about it, which is a damned shame really. Right, I'm just walking around here again. Quick last look. It's absolutely hammering down with rain. I didn't bother going for a cup of coffee. I just went to look at that museum instead, which got to be said was quite good. Better than most of the ones you see on these tourist attraction type places. But yeah, last look, and then I'm going home. It really is hammering down. Not to worry, yeah. Had nearly 3 hours here, so that's not too bad for €9. Seems as though they're all saying goodbye to me, doesn't it? See you guys. Don't worry, I'll definitely be coming back here, with or without the wife. I'll also be coming probably in autumn when it's miserable weather. Because when it's miserable weather the wolves are here, but there's no people, no tourists, even though I'm a tourist myself in some ways. Absolutely marvellous. What a good afternoon this was. So pleased I did it. Well, there we go. Been there, done that. First in, last out. Coat strips have gone, Parisians have gone. It's hammering down. And it was great. It was really good. So, heading home.